Welcome to the RMI 2024 personal tax update. So it's that time of year again where everyone's getting ready to file their personal taxes. And so before we actually get to the point where we start filing them all, I wanted to just quickly touch base on a few things that have changed for this year. The first one, unfortunately, at this time, we're still in limbo, but it's the big capital gains changes that were announced back in June of that took effect in June 2024. So what this includes is increase in the inclusion rate for capital gains on the personal side for anything above $250,000 of capital gains in the year, or in companies, it's going to be taking effect right away. So at this time, it hasn't got legislation approval. However, CRA has come back and announced saying that they are going to treat it as if it is approved, and who knows, based on the political environment, if this gets reversed. They said they will assist taxpayers in correcting their returns, and what that looks like, unfortunately, at this time, we don't know. So it doesn't help much, but we are still sitting a little bit in limbo here, but we will have to take it as if it is in effect, and then we'll have to see what happens in the future with changes that could come. The other major things that have happened in the past year. So there's a big increase in the home buyers plan for RSP withdrawals. The limit prior was $35,000. You can now withdraw up to $60,000 out of your RSPs for a down payment on a property. So that's a big change there. There is also some temporary relief that's been announced in this space that will allow the first payment in terms of repayment on that to be deferred for up to 3 years. So some really good incentives to help people get into new home purchases, which is nice on that end. The next big one, of course, every year there is an increase to the threshold limits, and that hasn't changed this year. So we're seeing about a 4% increase on our thresholds. And what that basically means is our income tax brackets where the rates increase, those have all gone up, which is a big advantage for individuals because now you can earn more income at a lower tax rate. So the increase is roughly about 4% for this year on that end. Lastly, the big things that we need to look at is there is new reporting requirements for digital operators. So what that means is people who are doing Uber, for example, Uber driving or Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, any of that kind of stuff. Those companies are going to be required to issue a T4A slip for contractors. This will extend to individuals using Airbnb for rental properties or any of those platforms as well. And so this will be important because this government will have information in terms of how much income is being earned by those individuals. And then of course you still need to track your expenses to offset against some of that income. So as always, it's Irfan Ali Moladina with RMI. Those are just some of the things that have changed for this tax year. So get ready because the tax filing deadline is coming up around the corner. Thank you.